everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy, here to bring you an update on Stop Killing Games, and to make sure to give people the proper reason why we do this, because I know that Pirate Software has kind of tarnished the whole thing with Stop Killing Games. I think his biggest question is, if anything, Stop Killing Games is destroying video games, which is absolutely not true. And if it is, we're destroying the games that shouldn't exist. So we don't really care. There's not enough voices out there for the gamers, and the developers also care about the gamers. I know, lo and behold. Also, I think the whole reason that Pirate Software is upset about this is because he's about to make a live service game himself. So, you know, there's that too. But honestly, it does not matter what he says. He is in the back mirror. We need to move on. We need to focus on the initiative, because it could make a cascading effect across the whole gaming industry, not only just in the EU, but also here in the US. So here's what the reason why we do this initiative, and here it is. So, well, no, I won't tell you that right now. I'll leave that at the end. What I want to say is, congrats to everybody doing the Stop Killing Games thing. We are right now at 8,400. Sorry, man, I can't speak today. I'm super excited right now. Right now, with the European Citizens Initiative, we're almost at 1 million. We're at 845,000 total signatures. I think we're more because I haven't re-upped it. Give me a second. Super excited, guys. 863,000 signatures. We're gonna make it. We're gonna fucking make it. So, if you're in the EU, I highly suggest that you give this initiative a try. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and send it your way right now. Anybody that's in the EU, please do sign it. If you're anywhere else, please do not sign this. I would greatly appreciate it. Maybe down the line we'll get a US version. UK finally made its quota, so that's really good that the UK they've already completed their quota for the UK. So that's great to see. If there's anything that I respect with EU, it's the fact that they really care about citizens and you know, regulations when it comes to products, you know, that sort of thing. So hats off to the EU for when it comes to like microtransactions. You remember the whole surprise mechanics thing with EA? Well, you know, the EU was involved with that and all that stuff. So yeah, props off to you know, the government for that. Anyway, these are the reasons why I strongly believe that this initiative, this whole Stop Killing Games thing, should happen. And here it is. 1, rising game prices. Perfect example. We had $60 games, then we had $70 games, and then right around the corner, we had $80 games. Now, perfect example, Mario Kart. Also the fact that the Switch 2 is a rising price. No longer is Nintendo that sort of sweet child that gave you games at an affordable price. Get that shit out of your fucking head right now. Perfect example, Borderlands 4. But we'll get to that in a minute. It's actually going to be number 3 or 4 here in a second. There's more about the rising prices. Number 2, digital copies that are the same price as the physical or cost even more. You remember when they told you that the digital was going to be less than the physical because you're not using a disc or anything? Yeah, what happened to that? What happened to that? Anyway, yearly reskins of the same game. Call of Duty and Madden are a perfect example. Call of Duty and Madden are the perfect example. SOCOM 2. Can you play SOCOM 2? No, you can't. I mean, you can find a way. SOCOM is a different game than the other two that I just mentioned. But yeah, you can't play old SOCOM games unless you know, have to dabble in emulators and stuff like that. Number 4, Nintendo Thanos snapping your Switch 2. Right now, Nintendo is going through some suing actions right now. So right now they're going through some lawsuits. That's going to be hella hard to do against Nintendo. But please do voice your opinion on Nintendo. Because right now Nintendo has been basically bricking people's Switch 2s for unlawful reasons. I think them bricking your Switch 2 because they find that you did something with your system is complete bullshit. If you want to mess with your system, go ahead. If you want to throw your Switch 2 out the window, go ahead. You bought the game, you could do with it as you feel. But for some odd reason, Switch 2 just came out with, nah, son, you can't do anything with the game that with the system you just bought. Nah, you can't do that. Even though it's yours, it's not technically yours. We can literally turn off everything and you cannot use the Nintendo Switch 2. Bullshit. Bollocks. Fucking bullshit. Number 5, devs splitting up the game and reselling it to you in a deluxe edition. Perfect example, Borderlands 4. Did you know that if you wanted to play Borderlands 4 and get everything in the game, you have to buy the Super Deluxe Edition? That means there's quests that are in that. There's 2 Vault Hunters that are in the Super Deluxe Edition. And there's other sort of maps that are not accessible. A whole region is not accessible unless you have the Super Deluxe Edition, which costs $130. Number 6, unnecessary bloat in spending and hiring, and the game is still broken. Unnecessary bloat in spending and hiring, and the game is still broken. Perfect example, everybody knows Capcom. Everybody knows the re-engine that Capcom uses. Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds came out. It was a broken mess. And still is to this day a broken mess. That's why there's overwhelmingly negative on Steam right now with Monster Hunter Wilds, because the performance in that game is hot dog water. You would think that Capcom would do something about their re-engine, but apparently they don't give a fuck. You bought the game, it doesn't matter. They got your money, haha, hee hee. It doesn't matter. We got your game. We got your money. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 7, paying more to play just a few days early. A little early access. Diablo 4, literally. There's a whole plethora of games that do that. You remember when Avowed did the early access thing? I was like, nigga, nobody wants to play Avowed. Why you got an early day, the 5-day early access? The fuck are you doing? You think you're not that special, Obsidian? Jeez, you don't make Pillars of Eternity anymore. Number 8, terminating games regardless of when, where, and why with no return. And that would be The Crew. Because The Crew came out and Ubisoft said, bye, out of nowhere. And you said, what the fuck? This is my game. I bought it. I should be able to do this. Well, things are shut down now, so you can just do the main story campaign. But everything that's awesome is in the multiplayer. Yeah, but we don't have that anymore. And then you're like, well, can I get my money back? No, you can't. And you remember when Pirate Software said something in regards to, you know, used car salesman talk with Ross and the initiative that he's doing with Stop Killing Games? Well, everything that I just mentioned to you is all used cars salesman speech. That's what it is. Buy our game, and when the game is old, buy our new game and forget about the old game. And then when you're done with that, buy our new game, and then don't worry about the other 2 games that we just had. The first game's gonna shut down. Oh yeah, by the way, we have another game coming out, so don't worry about the game that you were just playing. So, here's a couple of other honorable mentions of games that are dead. Monster Hunter Tri. The multiplayer is completely gone. The multiplayer is completely gone with Monster Hunter Tri. That's a TRI. Another one, and this one's gonna hurt, but Titanfall 2 will be shutting down real soon. It's not shut down right now. Right now, there's a lot of DDoS attacks going on with Titanfall 2, which sucks. But sooner or later, they're gonna let go of Titanfall 2, and you won't be able to play multiplayer on Titanfall 2. And that's a fucking crying shame. Sign this petition if you're in the EU. Please do. And when there's a petition for the US, where I'm at, I'll be ready for it. Tekla says, that's it. Imagine community revitalizing games after official support ends. Some of those people aren't coming back for the new crap. Yeah, we don't like the new crap. The new crap is bland, boring, sad. We don't like it. Customer rights. Customer rights over developers having... See, this is why I don't like what Pirate Software says, is because there's a lot of developers that completely disagree with what he says, because guess what? And I can't believe I'm saying this, developers care about their customers more than they care about themselves, which is a beautiful thing. And if their customers are unhappy, then they're unhappy. But for Pirate Software, he only cares about himself. So please do sign this. Please do. Because I think we're on the fast track to getting this shit done. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're almost there, baby. Woo! I'm happy to see it. Look at that. Look at that. Happy to see it. Oh man, that thing's gonna hit 900,000 tonight. Let's do it. Let's do it.